DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: hundreds of students around Dominica returned to the classroom this morning for the new school year. St. Vincent and the Grenadines opposition leader objects to a law banning the consumption of alcohol at funeral processions in that country. And Dominica opens up its campaign in the CONCACAF Nations League on a winning note in Antigua yesterday. The details of the morning news right after this.
Honey, did you get the glow spread and mellow cream?
A little help with the bags would be nice.
Shortly, but I need the glow spread to finish the icing for Christine's birthday cake and mellow cream to add to the soup and gravy.
No.
No?
No, I didn't get just one. I got two of each.
Aw, honey, that's just why I married you.
Spread the love with Mellow Cream and Glow Spread. They're vegan-friendly, lactose, and gluten-free. Found in all leading supermarkets nationwide.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods, Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Curtis Matthew. Let's begin with news that students around the island returned to the classroom this morning for the new school year. Minister responsible for education, Octavia Alfred, is optimistic the new school year will be a successful one.
As we begin a new school year, I take the opportunity on behalf of the government of Dominica to thank all our parents, students, teachers, and principals for your efforts and contribution to the success of our students. I wish all, from early childhood to college, a successful school year 2024-2025. We see new spaces, as in the Early Childhood Development Center at the Baroness Patricia Scotland Primary School. Improvement works began to provide appropriate washroom facilities for the early childhood centers at La Plaine and Cassibus. Renovation works was done at the Dominica State College and work is still ongoing. Plumbing, electricals, and general maintenance work took place at most schools. The government continues in its effort to ensure conducive learning environment for all students and to support our teachers as they develop themselves to improve the teaching learning experience. This term, among our celebrations will be Adult Education Month, Patriotic and Heritage Month, Early Childhood Month, and Kalinago Awareness Week.
And that's the minister responsible for education, Octavia Alfred. She advised students to strive for excellence this year.
In 2022, I encourage you to know when you need to take a pause. Plan and prepare your meals, eat well, use less fat, salt, and sugar, sleep enough, and build your spiritual life. Last year, I asked two things of you: to pay attention to details and stimulate your affective domain, and I sent you out to build up and bring out the best in people. This year, let us focus on analyzing our data down to nitty-gritty level. Research on best practices and implement some of them, and let your school celebrate within the reality of excellence. We must certainly focus on literacy and numeracy and the creation and use of new knowledge in the real world rather than only transmitting knowledge that already exists. Each project that our students undertake must challenge them to apply learning, connect and collaborate with other students, interact with the community, dig deep to understand content for real world context, and to communicate both with each other and with the teacher about the educational experience as they create a piece of work of excellence. Last year, our watchword was alert. This year, our watchword is excel.
And that's the Minister for Education, Octavia Alfred. Classes for students of the Dominica Grammar School and Goodwill Secondary School will be delayed for the new school year. Other news this morning, Discover Dominica Authority DDA will prepare for the 2024 cruise ship season with a cruise stakeholder symposium at Goodwill Parish Hall on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. The symposium will inform service providers about latest cruise trends and how to elevate their services to exceed visitor expectation. Well, that DDA organized ceremony is on Wednesday and Thursday. The 2024-2025 cruise ship season is due to open in October. Minister for Tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton, says the upcoming season will be bigger than the previous year.
Compared to the previous season, we saw an 11% increase in arrivals, and remarkably, we surpassed pre-pandemic levels by 62%. As we look ahead to the 2024-2025 season, we anticipate welcoming around 270,000 passengers across 224 cruise calls. I want to extend my thanks to all those involved in making this season successful. Our cruise partners, agents, tour operators, bus drivers, vendors, and other stakeholders. Your continued efforts are vital as we work to ensure Dominica remains a top destination for sustainable tourism.
And that's the Minister responsible for tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton. Experienced Dominican teacher Sir Luther Martin says he will begin a campaign to reduce alcohol use among the youth of Dominica. Mr. Martin told the LACU program on DBS radio last night his alcohol use ended in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. Well, we seem, in fact, we can go back. In fact, we can get to retired teacher Luther Martin.
I made a promise to the Almighty. I said, if I survive that one, I leave in alcohol for good. And that is where I decided to stop drinking. It's 7 years now. As a matter of fact, I gain more from not drinking than if I was drinking. Because I am saying it now for the listeners who are listening to me. If I was still drinking alcohol, I would have been in the grave yonder. I know it. Because I see what alcohol does to guys. And I'm going on a mission now to try to get young fellas to stop drinking it. Because it's destroying your body. When you're young, you feel, well, you know, but especially if you don't eat. Alcohol is a killer. And I lived it. And when people offer me drink, you know what I tell them? Give me a lunch instead. Because the lunch costs more.
And that's the retired school teacher Luther Martin. He was the guest on the LACU program on DBS radio last night. Former Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Claudia Bellot, says the Inter-American Institute on Cooperation in Agriculture, ICA, has impacted the agriculture sector in a positive manner. ICA observed its 40th year of existence in Dominica last week.
While I was Permanent Secretary, I worked very closely with ICA, and I must say I was always impressed with their professionalism and the techniques that they tried to pass on and impart to the agricultural sector. I just want to give two examples of products that I recently saw that I am sure were products from or beneficiaries from ICA's efforts. And one was the packaged farine from the Women of the East. I recently bought a package at Astafan's, and I was really pleasantly surprised and impressed with the product. In my earlier days in agriculture, most of you would know I worked at the Produce Chemist Lab. Well, this was one of the areas that we promoted, agro-processing, particularly among women and small business. And it was a pleasure for me to see the product on the market. I also recently went to the OECS Agro-Processors exhibition at the stadium forecourt. Again, I was really pleasantly surprised and impressed with all the small businesses who are doing agro-processing. At the time when I worked at the Produce Chemist Lab, I always felt we were laboring in vain, but now I see some of the benefits and I see some of the work that other organizations have put in, and I just want to say congratulations.
And that's the former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Claudia Bellot. Well, ICA, who observed its 40th year of existence in Dominica last week, recognized a long-serving member and employee, Maureen Dominic, for her 40 years of service. Dominica's fisheries sector takes the spotlight this morning as a major workshop to build resilience in the sector opens at the Rosa Fisheries Complex at 10 o'clock. The workshop is a critical event aimed at engaging stakeholders in shaping the future of Dominica's fisheries sector with a focus on enhancing resilience to climate change impacts. The workshop will feature significant participation from high-level government officials, including Minister of State in the Ministry of Fisheries, Julian Defoe, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Environment, Lucian Blackmore, and the Financial Secretary, Dennis Edwards. And of course, we also have news that the link road between Delis and Petit Savan, that link road, works will continue and works have resumed on that link road. Of course, that road was proved to be unsafe for a number of reasons, including the passage of Hurricane Maria. We now have the parliamentary representative for the Petit Savan constituency, Julian Defoe.
Yes, there was a hold-up. There was a breakdown in the equipment, which lasted for about 1 month. But since then, that has been repaired. The excavator is now fully functional, and work has started back on this project full-time from last week, Monday. And up to yesterday, I was there, and the people from along the communities can testify to you that they're seeing trucks driving up and down with tarish. Even for the first time, there was pouring of concrete to create the embankment. I'm on the site very often. I was there yesterday along with the parliamentary representative from Lapland constituency, Dr. Williams, and Honorable Cozy accompanied us, and just to see for their own what is going on. So I'm just asking the people of the constituents and even Petit Savan and Delis and Lapland to have some patience. Work is ongoing and work is steady, and we will soon get to the end of this, and people will get the end results and all the benefits that this road will bring. Work has been ongoing full time from since the equipment has been repaired from last week Monday. Because the first time I gave a time frame which was advised by how long the project would take by the project engineers. People took that an issue because you never know. They are on unfortunate circumstances, as we have seen, and we have experienced both in recent time. Unfavorable weather conditions, the equipment is not able to work, as you know, a lot of mud, and the breakdown of the equipment. But I can say at this moment we do not have none of these issues, and work is ongoing smoothly.
And that's the parliamentary representative for the Petit Savan constituency, Julian Defoe. In St. Vincent, opposition leader Godwin Friday has expressed his objection by the law banning the consumption of alcohol in funeral processions. Friday said that while many people frown on the consumption of alcohol in funeral processions, the law which government lawmakers went on to use their majority to pass would create more problems than the one it was proposing to fix. Friday says that Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves had outlined a number of pre-existing similar laws that frown on the certain public behavior but were not being enforced. Well, that's how we'll end the DBS Morning News. It's 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. The Sports Report next on DBS Radio.
Ever wondered what's in your milk? These are the following benefits of Distinction Milk. It's a great source of calcium and protein, vitamin A and D added. It's definitely not a filled milk like some of the other brands. Distinction Milk texture and taste is great for shakes, baking, pouring cream, and a side for mashed potatoes and much more. Even better, because of its rich texture, Distinction evaporated milk can be stretched. Isn't it great to know what's in your milk? Distinction Milk, distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with good news for football in Dominica because head coach of the men's senior national team, Ellington Sabin, says Dominica's win over Antigua and Barbuda will serve as a confidence booster as they continue with their campaign in the CONCACAF Nations League. Dominica picked up a 2-1 win over Antigua on Saturday in their opening match of the competition. Coach Sabin says he was proud of the team's performance.
We really wanted to start the tournament with a win, and we did just that. The Antiguans made it difficult for us, but we saw the game through and brought home the victory in the end.
All right. You win. We got goals from Chad Bertrand, Travis, Joseph as well. But before we get to that, let's talk about the first half of play. You know, I want to get your assessment as to how the guys fared out in that first half.
Well, we really wanted to get through the first half without conceding a goal because we realized as a team that normally that's how we concede, and we just know that from the time we get past that bridge, the game will get easier. So that's what we did. We saw the half nil-nil, and we decided that in the second half we're going to go at them. When needs be, we brought in fresh legs to just keep the game and manage the game until the end.
All right, we took the early lead with Chad Bertrand getting that goal there, but Antigua quickly equalized. What did you say to the guys at that point in time, though, you know, to keep the spirits up?
Don't drop your head. I mean, if the score is even, the game is still wide open. Let's keep going at them and let's stick to the plan. Let's keep going at them and attacking them.
All right, were you impressed with the character that they displayed to come back, you know, after, you know, Antigua equalized?
Very much so, and these players have a lot of character, as you can see in recent times. Even when we go down 1-0, 2-0, it doesn't break the players' shoulders. They keep going and they keep fighting.
All right, now let's talk about this win and the importance of this win, getting the 3 points on the board, especially as the Dominican Republic open up their campaign for a win as well.
Well, yeah, like I said, how you start is very important. We started with a win. Likewise, our next opponent, Dominican Republic, we're going to regroup and recover tomorrow and prepare for the Dominican Republic on Tuesday.
And that's the head coach of the men's senior national football team, Ellington Sabin. Chad Bertrand and Travis Joseph got the goals for the Dominica team. Chad Bertrand got the first goal in the 46th minute of play with a stunning strike from distance.
Yeah, well, it just flashed across my mind that in training, I try so much at long-range shots and nothing kept going in. So when this one went in, I was really excited and happy about it.
The captain was joking around and said that you might have miskicked it though.
Yeah, well, in a sense it was spliced, but it was the perfect splice. So in the end it worked out well for us.
All right, let's talk about, you know, how important this victory is now for the Dominica team.
Yeah, well, it's very important because our aim is to move up to League A. So starting off with 3 points is crucial for us, so we can use that as a stepping stone for the upcoming matches.
Travis, well, you got the opportunity to start up front and you rewarded the coach. Just talk to me about that performance this afternoon.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm always grateful, you know, to represent my country and deliver for my country, you know. I'm really deserving of this opportunity to play higher up the playing field, and it showed off today. So, you know, all the hard work, that's what it came to today.
You made a very good run, though, to get on the end of that goal. Just talk me through the goal.
Yeah, well, you know, right through the game, at the back of my mind, I was like, I have to deliver for my team. I have to put my team in front. And I never stopped running. I never stopped making the runs because, you know, you never know when the ball is going to come. And that's exactly what I did. And right, so the ball came to me and I finished it.
And guys, winning this game 2-1 over Antigua on Antigua's home ground, you know, this must be very special for you. How are you guys really feeling about this victory?
Yeah, well, it's special given the fact that we had a very large crowd of Dominicans supporting us, cheering us on, and I must say thanks to them and thanks to all our fans back home for having the faith in us.
All right, so guys, how do we build on this momentum? We have the Dominican Republic on Tuesday. You know what's going to be the mindset as we prepare for that game now?
Well, of course, it's just to remain focused because we already on the front foot, so it's just to keep doing the things that we do best and work on what we need to and just keep going, play as a team, stay as a unit, and just stay focused.
And that's Travis Joseph, and before him, we heard from Chad Bertrand speaking to Gavin Richards in Antigua. Dominica will play its next match against the Dominican Republic on Tuesday at 11 in the morning in Antigua, while Antigua will play Bermuda at 4 o'clock. In the other match at the weekend Saturday, the Dominican Republic beat Bermuda by 3-2. Let's move on to some cricket news again. Well, the West Indies batsman Kavem Hodge says he's overwhelmed with the show of support from the public on the weekend and is thankful for all those who came out to celebrate his achievements. The Atkinson Village Council spearheaded a motorcade and billboard unveiling for the West Indies player on Saturday.
Firstly, I want to take the time out to thank you, the people of Atkinson, the Village Council, Miss Muta and everybody in the council, the village of Antchisel, and just everybody, the entire Carib territory. When Miss Muta reached out to me and indicated that she wanted to put together something, a motorcade, just to show appreciation, I honestly thought it was just, a few vehicles would spin around the block and that would have been it. But it's, the turnout was so massive. There was so much people and it was really overwhelming, and it was really great to see. The organization, everything was well put together. Everybody had a grand time. A lot of individuals, they were impressed with the billboard that was set up, and I must say hats out to the village council. They stayed there after 11 in the night. They left at 6 o'clock in the morning, making sure that everything was put in place, and they did an amazing job. It was really good to be back in my hometown and just to give back to the people. I mean, playing for the West Indies, other countries and people getting photos and, autographs and stuff like that. But to be in your home village to do that stuff with people that you grew up with, it was such an amazing feeling. It was a bit emotional, but I really enjoyed it. And, it was really well done and really, well put together. And I'm grateful for that. And, it's just motivation for me, to keep striving, keep putting in the work, and motivation for other individuals who are upcoming to, know that it's possible, and we have the backing of the village and everybody around. So, it was an amazing day. It was an amazing time. Everybody had a good time in good spirits, and I'm just grateful for the love and support.
And that's the West Indies batsman Kavem Hodge, a grand motorcade to celebrate the achievements of Kavem Hodge in Atkinson over the weekend. Let's stay with cricket news because Sri Lanka are fighting back against England on the fourth day of the third test match at the Oval. Set 219 to win. Sri Lanka a little while ago were 152 for 2. Sri Lanka 152 for 2. That's just a short while ago. Pathum Nisanka is on 87. Scores so far, England 325 and 156. Oli Pope 154, Ben Duckett 86, Jamie Smith 67, Sri Lanka 263 and 152 for 2, Dhananjaya De Silva 69, Kaminda Mendy 64, Nasinka 87 not out. Sri Lanka in fact on course for victory. What a fight back it would be if they would win this one. That Sri Lanka fighting back against England will bring you the very latest a little later in the day. Some more cricket news. Convenience Plus Maho United scored 2 big wins at the weekend as matches continued in the Dominica Cricket Association NCCU President's Cup on Saturday and Sunday. In the first match, the Maho team took down the Tremors at the Botanic Gardens on Saturday. Tremors made 110 all-out batting first. Tyrone Theophile got 37, Rick James 22, Roosevelt Merrifield picked up 5 for 29, Sherwin Lavasia 3 for 17. Maho replied with 111 for 1, with Kazimi Benjamin getting 33 not out, Micah Joseph 24 not out, Dion Roll made 25. Maho won the match by 9 wickets. Meanwhile, on Sunday, Maho had a convincing 168-run win over the KFC Summits at the Botanic Gardens. Maho made 264 for 8, batting first. Micah Joseph top scored with 90. Kazimi Benjamin 47 and Liam Sebastian, the birthday boy, 46. Tyrese Libla bagged 4 for 36. For the Summits, Summits could only get 96 all out. Elton Mack made 19. Edmond Morancy took 3 for 28. Niall Payne 2 for 30. And Sherwin Labassiere with 2 for 5. Some football news. St. Joseph FC cruised to a comfortable win over Fonkole as the DFA Division 1 League continued on the weekend. Ajaya Roye, Aaron Nicholas, Philip Matthew, and Janaya Charles got a goal each as St. Joseph picked up the 4-0 win. In other results from Division 1, Tarish United got past Marigot by 4-0. La Ronde, Mario Douglas, Samuel Gregoire, and Dylan Alexander scored a goal each for Tarish United. Finally, in some volleyball news, volleyball coach Ray Robinson says Dominica's beach volleyball players Mervyn Mingo and Bill Frederick have qualified for the World Championships in 2025. The under-21 team of Mingo and Frederick won the ECVA men's title in St. Kitts last week, beating the home team in the final by 2-0. A welcome ceremony was held in honor for the players at the DOC office.
And they have qualified for the FIVB World Championships to be held in Georgia in 2025. I think they need a round of applause for that. And just a point of correction, it's not a qualifying tournament, it is actually the World Championships. So they have qualified for the World Championships. I just want to congratulate you guys, Mervyn and Bill. You guys played with a lot of desire, a lot of passion. We didn't have to instill that in you. You had that inside of you already. You had that fire inside of you. And we were just happy to assist you and push you. And we know that you are going to do even better things and greater things. And right now, I just want to highlight the work of Coach Jan Flora. Coach, Jan, I think, was the perfect coach for the boys. Why? Because Jan is a national athlete, a national beach volleyball player. And so not only could he tell the players what to do, he could actually demonstrate and show them how it is done. And I think we couldn't have had a better coach, in particular for the male, because he really could instill those, he could show the skills and teach the guys how to do it properly. So good job, Jan.
And that's the volleyball coach, Ray Robinson. Meanwhile, President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctrove, has encouraged the players to not become complacent following their victory.
Another thing that I just want to say is that I want you, the male players who are here, the champion players, is to ensure that you do not become complacent and comfortable. Know that you have won, know that I am champion, I'm the best. And what happens after that? For next year, everybody come in and beat you? Is that what you actually want? Is that what you're going to be striving for? So you have to be able to judge yourselves by your own yardstick. Tell yourself that from last year to this year, I have improved, and mark the improvements. Mark the areas where you believe that you could have improved even more. And next year, you strive to become even a better volleyball player than this year.
And that's the president of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Billy Doctrove. That too is a look at the DBS Morning News and Sports. We'll bring you a news update at 11 o'clock this morning, another major news package at 1:15 on behalf of the News and Sports Departments and our link person, Hazari Williams. Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. .36 on Your Nature Dial. Up next, we'll bring you, coming up shortly, we'll bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we bring you your weather report, we remind you of your Kananago word of the day for today. And of course, today's Kananago word is the word for understand, to understand. So that's amatika. Amatika. A-M-A-T-I-K-A. A-M-A-T-I-K-A. Amatika. The Kananago word for understand. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kananago Word of the Day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, your morning's weather report, brought to listeners through the kind compliments of a Big Edge Financial and Flow, Dominica Limited.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
At this time, we greet Dervon Matthew with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather update from the Dominican Meteorological Service at Douglas Charles Airport for the 9th of September 2024, recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms at first, becoming partly cloudy to cloudy with some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. The current conditions at the Douglas Charles Airport is overcast with variable surface winds at 2 knots or 4 kilometers per hour. The present temperature, 26 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall was 30.7 millimeters and the monthly rainfall so far is 70.2 millimeters. The sun will set today at 6:11 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 5:53 a.m. The high tide today will be at 7:23 a.m. and 6:52 p.m. and the next low tide will be at 12:12 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. Lingering moisture and instability trailing a tropical wave together with favorable upper level support are expected to result in cloudy conditions with scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly during the early morning. Additionally, light winds and daytime heating could further enhance showers and thunderstorms during the late afternoon. People in areas prone to flooding, landslides, and fallen rocks are advised to be on the alert and to exercise caution. Seas are expected to remain slight to moderate, with wave heights reaching up to 5 feet over the next few days. The National Hurricane Center is currently monitoring 2 areas of interest in the central and eastern Atlantic Ocean, which are showing signs of development over the next 7 days. Residents are advised to continue to monitor the progress of these systems. Synopsis: unstable conditions will continue to affect the area. The forecast for today and tonight: mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms at first, becoming partly cloudy to cloudy with some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Winds southeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 km per hour. Sea conditions slight to moderate in open water, with waves 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. There are no warnings or advisories at this time. We are presently in the Atlantic hurricane season. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, you can find us on Facebook at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, or add our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Devon Matthew.
And we thank Dervon Matthew for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face, at least when it comes to your waning finances. You've got the edge, help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
18 minutes before 8. Up next, we present the general announcements on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering, Sales and Services, and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Stretch
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you, they will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Goodwill Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet on Bay Street? So cut costs and save with Valley Engineering's dollar stretching. And now, your community bulletin board.